Hello and welcome to my video about some gold and uranium companies I currently find interesting there. Starting with number one, it's West Red Lake Gold. As you can see, they have 1.6 million ounces at 7.4 grams. Now, this company has basically started production now, and I think it's personally still cheap, allegedly. A little bit biased, I have to say. But I really like this company, and I think it's one of the more cheaper gold companies if everything goes smoothly, obviously. But you know, things can change and it's very risky. And they had liquidated 2,300 ounces of gold, where they made $7.7 million USD between late March and early May, which means they are officially producing, which is awesome. And in 13th of May, they've had a drill result based on the website at 48 grams of gold over 18 meters, 52 grams of gold over 4.5 meters holds for this company. Who knows, they might even find an even larger resource than they currently have. But now let's go over to the second company. Let's go. And the second company is VISTA Gold. Bear in mind, it has rallied tremendously this year. You know, it's not, I think it was in August 2024, it was like 50 cents and now it's like $1.2. So bear in mind, so just bear that in mind. But this company has one tremendous resource, as you can see with the feasibility study, of 7.8 million ounces of gold in measured and indicated and 1.6 million in inferred, with a 16-year mine life. And obviously things are up to, obviously they were allegedly, I think the capex was at 400 million to start production at 200,000. So obviously they don't currently have the mine, it's not producing, but they have permitted, ready to build, and with tremendous infrastructure already in place. So if they manage to start construction without diluting shareholders too much, then this company might be a tremendous opportunity in the future. Personally, really like it, and I'm obviously a little bit biased on this one as well. But bear in mind, none of this is advice or anything, but I think due to the fact that they have tremendous amount of resource and the fact that they have infrastructure, and it says here the net present value at $3,000 gold is $4 billion, compared to when it was $2,000 it was $1.5 billion or $1.6 billion. So you know, things have really changed in favor of these companies, and if they can avoid excessive dilution, then it will be quite great. And it's in northern territory of Australia. So you know, let's go over to the third one. And now the third one, which is Sun Mining. The project highlight, it has 10 million ounces in gold equivalent, where 7.1 million is in gold and 1.4 billion ounces of copper, where they are projected allegedly to produce 107,000 ounces of gold and 14 million pounds of copper, where first production is in 2026, 2027, according to the website. That might change or might not happen. It would have, according to the website, have a 17-year mine life, and it will be an open pit, straightforward, and it seems like low all-in sustaining costs would be $787 per ounce in gold equivalent. And it seems like, let's see what we can find. I think it had a EU priority as well. That's nice. So it might even start construction this year, perhaps, maybe. It's the 14th largest undeveloped asset in the world, and it's the second largest undeveloped asset in Europe. Let's go over to the fourth one. And the next one is Pasifino Gold, which is in Iberia, where the project is called Doug B, and it has 3.3 million ounces in indicated and measured, and it will apparently have a gold production of 2.3 million gold ounces over 14 years in an open pit. And the feasibility study was completed in June 2022, according to the website, and it also has an enterprise value of $4.50 per ounce in measured and indicated. Let's see what else. And they will be allegedly, when they get started, hopefully, in the next between 2 to 4 years, 200,000 ounces per year in gold production at 1.3 grams per ton. And it would have a 3.3 year capital payback. So this company seems very interesting. So now, let's go to the next one. And now for one of my personal favorite uranium companies that I'm not currently invested in, by the way. It's Uranium Energy Corp. It's one of the largest uranium companies in America, on the American continent. It has 230 million pounds of uranium in measured and indicated, and 100 million pounds in inferred. And it seems like they have a licensed production capacity up to 12 million pounds. That doesn't mean they're producing 12 million, but they could have capacity in the future, or the license to be able to produce, it seems. And it's a massive company, obviously. I think basically the only two uranium producers of note in America currently is the only companies are like Energy Fuels and Uranium Energy Corp, which is the one we're talking about now. And it has rallied tremendously today on the 24th of May due to Trump's uranium executive order, which is great, you know, I'm not complaining. It's very nice. I really like nuclear energy, and I think this company still has tremendous upside potential. And you know, I think it's one of the better uranium companies. This one and Energy Fuels, but Energy Fuels is more like rare earth and nuclear energy or uranium production. Anyway, let's see what else there's about this company. In the next years, more and more reactors are getting online throughout like Asia and throughout the world, and they're gonna need uranium, you know, and the demand is increasing and the supply isn't going the same way. You know, that's a recipe for like profit for the companies. But and just so recently they partnered up with Radiant, which is in the micro reactor space. So you know, things are really looking great for these companies. In my opinion, obviously, just take everything in this video with a grain of salt. But you know, everything in this video is just my opinion, obviously, and you know. Anyway, let's go over to the final and the last companies. And the final company will be Nuscale, which is the only company in America which has a small modular reactor technology that has been certified by the US government, the Nuclear Regulator Commission, NRC. And it's near-term deployable with 12 fully factory fabricated modules currently in production, which sounds awesome. And no grid connection required for these reactors and such. And nuclear, just a little fact about nuclear. Nuclear is the only baseload power capable of addressing the global need for carbon-free electricity generation. And you know, I still think this company has tremendous upside potential in the future if you're a long-term investor, obviously, and things can change. But you know, I think this seems like a good future opportunity. That means like at least a year, if not 2-3 years. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. None of this is again like financial advice. And I hope you found this useful. Bear in mind that, so yeah, I think this has been interesting. Hope you found this interesting. Take care. Peace.